Hello. Today I'll be taking a look at the Yolopark Transformers Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime. This is a model kit, which means it doesn't transform. I don't usually get non-transforming Transformers figures, but in my opinion, there's not that many good transforming Rise of the Beast Optimus Primes out there, so I decided to get this one. It was pretty cheap and it looks pretty good. And here's the box. Here's the back of the box. It shows all the pieces that it comes with and some product shots. So let's open it up and check them out. So it comes with this one instruction sheet. It shows the product and kind of how to assemble it. I've never bought a model kit, so I don't really know what one should look like. But I hear that this is not typical of a model kit. It's more like a Build-A-Figure. Because I guess like a normal model kit is more involved in assembling the figure. I'm guessing with way more of a parts count. So there's no tape on this, but it's pretty hard to open it. I don't want to force it because I don't want all the parts to go flying out. Maybe I'm missing something, but this is really tightly clipped in. Okay, so I found that the clamshell is actually tied down by these little plastic things that are usually used to tie down figures. So if you cut them, it'll probably be easier to remove the clamshell. So here's a look at all the parts that it comes with and their layout in the box. So here are the parts, and I'll try to assemble the figure now. Hopefully it's not too hard. There are these pegs to attach the parts, but they can be a little bit tricky because they tend to move around a bit for articulation of that joint. It comes with a few hand options, but I'm just going to attach the fist right now. And finally, we have the head. Looks pretty good. So the ball joint for this head is extremely tight. And here he is, fully assembled, and he looks pretty awesome. A lot of molded details. Not on the level of 3.0, but for a figure only costing $30 US, I think that's pretty fantastic. So the silver is painted, but I think the red is just molded plastic, but it looks pretty nice still. Pretty much anything that's not silver is molded plastic, but it still looks pretty nice. The shoulder stripe and Autobot symbol looks like they're tampographed. I really like the darker color palette of the movies. It looks much better than the bright cartoon colors in my opinion. So here's just a closer look at all the molded details. So there's no die cast on this figure, but the plastic feels pretty good. But it does have a light feeling to it. So these wheels actually spin. They didn't have to do that, but that's a really neat detail that they included. It makes it feel like the figure could transform. So let's take a look at his accessories. The only accessories he comes with are additional hands, and one of them is this splay open hand. Comes with two of those, left and right. Another hand he comes with is a two-finger pointing hand. He only comes with one of these, the right hand. And lastly, he comes with a trigger hand, but since he doesn't come with a gun, this is not very useful. Apparently his weapons come with their Rhinox figure, which I think is kind of a jerk move because not everybody's going to want to get that figure as well. I know I don't. So why not just include it with this figure and increase the price? So obviously he also comes with these fist hands, and here's a closer look at them. For articulation, his head is on this ball joint. It rotates 360, goes up a little bit, and not that much. Goes down a little bit more. Thanks to, it's actually on a double ball joint, so that really helps the downward movement. He has this ab crunch and tilts side to side. For his arms, he has a butterfly joint here. And his waist rotates 360. Oh, and his arms rotate all the way around. They go out this far, but you can move this piece here and it can go higher. He has a bicep rotation. Elbow bends this far. Wrist rotates 360. It's on a ball joint, so it has a lot of wiggle in and out, and even some up and down. For his legs, if you move out these hip skirts, you can do a full side split. Pretty good. And his legs actually have a pull down swivel here. You just need to swivel it down. And then he can do a pretty decent front kick. And backwards. This leg is pretty loose though. He has a thigh swivel. And his knee bends at 3 points up to there. And then there's this extra rotation down here on this piece here. So he has a very good knee bend. And his foot is on this ball joint, so it can move any which way. It has a forward and back rocker, side tilt, and it has this toe articulation. So he has a lot of articulation, but let's see what poses he can do, because that's the real test. For comparisons, here he is compared to the iGears scaled down version of MP001 Faith Leader. Here he is compared to the Transcraft Bumblebee. I'm not sure if this is to scale, but it seems pretty good to me. Here he is next to the Toy World's Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime Freedom Leader. And here he is compared to a mainline Optimus Prime, the Earthrise mold Optimus Prime. So if you don't care about the fact that he doesn't transform, this is a really good version of the Rise of the Beast movie Optimus Prime. Even though he's not fully painted, the colors still look really nice. He has very good articulation and a lot of molding detail. I have a couple of small issues with the figure. One is that the inside panel on the legs falls off easily. And another is that some of the joints are a little bit loose. I can fix those easily, but I just wanted to point them out. A bigger issue I have with him is that he doesn't come with his weapons. I think it's such a bad move by Yolopark. I would have much rather paid a little bit more for the weapons than buy a whole Rhinox figure that I don't want. And with that, I think that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.